sleep in the car. I slept all the way up there. Get there, she gets out and goes upstairs. So I'm still sleeping in the car. So I jumped out to smoke a cigarette, and I seen M's bodyguards. We just came off tour. Like, these my bros, you know what I mean? So they like, M upstairs. Bet I shot upstairs, shouted out Buster and all of them. So then I went and chill with M. Now we bugging, smoking, rapping and shit. Like, cause me and M rap anywhere we at. That's all we do is rap about anything we see, you know what I mean? Sometimes our whole conversation be rapping, you know what I mean? but yeah, so after a while I was just like, what y'all doing in here? And he was like, we doing an 8 Mile soundtrack. 50 was doing this song and shit. So I was like, yo, let me get on this. So his managers, you know, Paul and them was like, nah, yo, it's over. You know, it's the last song, 50 on the last song. And I was like, bro, I'm not even talking to y'all. You know what I mean? I'm talking to M. And then I was like, bro, this your shit. This shit is Shady Records, not Paul Rosenberg Records, nigga. This is your shit. If you want me to be on it, I'm on it. And you know, we play each other's music on when we on tour. Like, we'll play my shit, then we'll play Bizarre shit, we'll play, you know what I mean? So M was like, yo, you right. The next day he called me, he's like, you right, this is my shit and I want you on it. So that song you did, That's My Nigga For Real, I had DU and Nauseous on there. He's like, I really like this song, but I want you to take DU and Nauseous off and just fill in the other two verses. You know what I mean? So I did it. It was 3 verses. He loved it, and boom, put me on the 8 Mile soundtrack. You know what I mean?
Did that cause did that cause friction between the other two with taking them two off of that track?
No, not at all. Not at all. My bros, you know what I mean? It was either take y'all off and me get on, or leave y'all on, and the song never does nothing. You know what I mean? So yeah. And plus, it was my song anyway. I just had them on it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, they never. I let them keep that a little ending part in my verses on there. You know what I mean? So their voice still got heard on the record anyway.
Right.
But yeah, nah.
Were you ever on the set of 8 Mile?
Nah, the movie?
Yeah.
Nah, I wasn't in the movie. All I was on the soundtrack. Okay. I didn't go to the movie shoots or none of that shit. No, I didn't. Didn't even dawn on me that I should get in the movie.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was just doing other shit too. You know what I mean? But yeah.
How did life change for you after that soundtrack? I mean, such a high-profile artist. Your song is on there. Did anything change for you when that album dropped? That soundtrack?
I mean, it was just more publicity. It was a bunch of more money. Like, I made a couple million off it, probably like 3. You know what I mean? So it put me in a position to buy houses and, you know what I mean? And Porsches I wanted and shit like that. It put me in a position to, like, I didn't even have a deal at that time. I was the only one on the 8 Mile soundtrack without a deal. But I had more money than niggas that had deals. You know what I mean? I was fucking with M on the regular. Like, he was always just like, here. You know what I mean? So I really couldn't be mad at nothing but, and you know, ultimately, I just really wanted a lane to you know, put out my music without all the bullshit hindering me, without the outsiders or any other entity prohibiting me from just putting out my music and being focused. You know what I mean? Because there was no girls backstage. And bottom line is, I don't need girls backstage. I need to focus. You know what I mean? I need to get this music out there so that I could be the artist that I always wanted to be. You know what I mean? Like, I'm always on nigga's album that's he the big nigga. Like, I'm on Red album, but he the big nigga. I'm on Master Ace album, he the big nigga. I'm on M album, but he the big nigga. Fuji's, you know, like that. I wanted to be the big nigga and have niggas on my album. So I just needed a lane for that. So yeah, nah. Yeah, word.
So was there ever talks? I know you released something in 2009, the album I was supposed to sign to Shady. Was there talks at the time of signing with Shady? And what happened with that?
Yeah, I got signed to the production company. So, you know what I mean? They was paying me every month. We was working on an album. But the thing is, 50 had got the $1 million deal from Shady. So, like, they didn't want no less than $1 million. Like, so many labels wanted to sign me. They were, like, even DreamWorks was like, all right, we'll give them $400,000 with an open-end budget. You know what I mean? So that's not $1 million, but that's, you know what I mean? Like, those was good deals, and they was turning them down. So after a while, it just, I don't know, it just faded out and shit. I guess they burnt their bridges with a lot of people when it comes to me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because people was like, already we offered them this deal, we offered them this deal. Like, why are you not taking the deal? So ultimately, we never made no moves. You know what I mean?
Right.
Word.
So for those who are more into the mainstream and they seen Young Z on a high-profile soundtrack, can you catch us up on what you were up to after that soundtrack dropped? What projects you were involved with to keep your name out there?
Well, I always was involved with artists doing their numbers. Like I'll jump on a Master Ace joint. Red come through, put me on Doc's the Name. You know what I mean? I'm touring with him. And then he put me on a Blackout album. I ain't rhyme, but I'm just on an album doing a like hook with, you know what I mean? Shit like that. So I was always involved with doing shit. Digger's project. I recorded a lot on Digger's project, you know what I mean? Pace project. So I was always on nigga shit like I was already on, you know what I mean? So it didn't really dawn on me or make an impression on me like I'm not doing nothing. Cause I was always doing something. I stayed on tour. I would go on a tour, come home, and be right back on another tour in like a week. You know what I mean? So in a period of like 10 years, I never basically was home. You know what I mean? So I was just always moving and doing shit. And in the process, I would come home, record, you know, try to prepare for a solo project to be picked up by somebody. And that just always kept me busy. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
2012, you linked up with Mr. Green. How did that relation come about?
Pace was already fucking with Mr. Green. You know what I mean? And then, you know, they was doing their thing. And then Mr. Green reached out to me and was like, yo, I got somebody who want to fuck with you on a deal. And I was like, I bet. So it was Fat Beach. Fat Beach wanted to sign me to a deal. So, you know, they gave us the advance. We did the album and put it out. And I'm still getting royalties from that to this day. Fat Beach sold a lot of records on me. You know what I mean? I don't know if people know the album was called One Crazy Weekend. But they did a lot of movement because that was like, I don't even know how long ago that was, like 6 years ago, 7 years ago.
2012, so 8 years ago.
Yeah, word.
That's dope. Any plans to link back up with Mr. Green for a project?
Yeah, I only been home like 5 days and I've been in the studio like twice. And Mr. Green, I jumped on one of Mr. Green joints. And like Pace's little brother, Jens, he's like my main producer. He does like most of my music. You know what I mean? So I got Jens and Pace on the first group, but I got a deal out here and a deal out in Canada and shit. So I gotta finish these two projects up. When I finish them, it should be flooding. It should be flooding with my music. You know what I mean? So I'm just waiting for that. I'm just focused on that.
You mentioned being away for 5 years. Are you able to talk about that situation?
Yeah, it was only 4 years, but yeah, I had got caught with a couple guns and shit, and you know, I was supposed to go to court, but I shot to Colorado, you know, to chill with my family, and I missed my court date. So I'm just chilling in Colorado, and then you know, I got into some trouble. I got in a fight, and they gave me assault, so I ended up having to do a year in Colorado. And then when I got paroled in Colorado, as I was leaving, the marshals was there to bring me back to New Jersey. So they flew me back out here, and I ended up doing 3 years for the 2 guns. You know what I mean?
Right.
Word. So it was just, you know, it was jail. Jail is jail. It's not good, but it's, you know, it's jail. You adapt to your situation. You know me. I'm a chill nigga, but I don't really get into that. You know, I don't get into the like, you know, the regular jail shit. Like I'm just a different breed of nigga. Like I was having fights a lot in the beginning because, you know what I mean, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Really, nigga, I do this street shit. You know what I mean? If I don't do nothing else, I do this street shit too. You know what I mean? So, you know that I almost got more time added to my jail sentence in Colorado because out here in jail it's like 100 black people and like 3 or 4 white people. But in Colorado, it's like 100 white people, like 3 or 4 black people, and they was treating the black niggas like they wasn't nothing, disrespecting them, calling them niggas, and I was just like, every other day I'm knocking some shit out. You know what I mean? So yeah, I got in a lot of trouble in Colorado. But that racist shit, you're not gonna just talk to me any way you want. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not from here. I don't know how these niggas feel about you here, but I don't give a shit about you. You know what I mean? Word.
Right.
Let me get some food up. Yeah, pour it for me, please.
So how did it feel coming back out to a crazy world, pretty much? We got this COVID thing going on, new president. What did it feel like adjusting to being back out?
Well, I'm still adjusting, but, you know, I feel great. Like, I'm chilling with my daughter. You know what I mean? I chill with my sons. You know what I mean? I'm chilling. Like, I'm actually having fun. You know what I mean? I'm not in jail, so it's wonderful to me. I always said the COVID is the gift and the curse, because you know what I mean. People dying off it, of course, that's the curse. But the gift of it, I was let out of jail 6 months early. You know what I mean? Because of COVID. That's why they let niggas out of jail, because of COVID. So it was the gift and the curse. You know what I mean?
Right. We got about 10 minutes before we get out of here. Can you tell the viewers on what we can look forward to when it comes to Young Z?
Yeah, I got a joint I'm about to do with Dread Child. You can check out his page, Instagram page, Dread Child Dermani Urbana. That's the record label I'm fucking with right now. I'm fucking with my man Daniel Splits. You can check him out on Instagram. That's Splits, SPLITZ. That's the nigga that, you know, I got the budget with to do the music in Canada. So yeah, I'm just, you know, I had to deal with both of them before I got locked up. But, you know, they waited for me to come home to work on my, you know, they also did other projects, but they waited for me to come home to continue doing my project. And I appreciate them for that. And you know what I mean? I'm already moving without even having to try hard, because they believe in me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Word. And so, you know what I mean? That's what I'm doing right now. I'm working on 2 albums at the same time. These niggas send me beats. On a Daniel Splits joint, I'm just rapping on his beat. But on the Dread Child album, I'm putting Mr. Green on, Jins. I'm going to try to fuck with Quelle Chris. He did the all the beats on the Burnouts CD with me and Tame One.
Right.
And I'm going to release that with my project. You know what I mean? The Burnout CD too as well, with me and Tame. So yeah, I'm just trying to rack up as much as I can and like get it out there and try to set a bar for these rappers. You know what I mean? Like I'm tired of hearing the mumble rap. I don't want to hear just you saying nothing over a fresh beat. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear all of that shit. So I gotta say something. You know what I mean?
Right.
Niggas, the most niggas is gonna do is like, I ain't saying no niggas is soft or whatever. The most niggas is gonna want to do is try to do something to me, and I'm not worried about that. You know what I mean? Because I got the goons with me. But what I am looking forward to is niggas saying something back. Like that's when I can show you what this is about, nigga.
Right.
This ain't about the kind of rhymes you be rhyming. That shit is trash to me. Even my son be playing, like he into all of that shit. You know what I mean? Right. I'm not into that shit. You know, I like Polo G. I like A Boogie with the Hoodie. I like certain niggas, you know what I mean? But right. certain niggas I don't like at all, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like Dirk, you know what I mean? I like certain niggas. I like the Baby, you know what I mean?
Right. Before we get out of here, can you tell us what your greatest achievement has been throughout the years?
My greatest achievement was probably my children, bro. You know what I mean? Cause you know, I never asked God to be a famous rapper. I just asked him to be me, you know, known amongst my peers. But I asked him for a loving family, and he gave it to me. And so that's my, you know, I feel like that's my greatest achievement. They my bros. Crash Battle, that's my son. Suave, that's my son. Tamaji, that's my son. And Sativa, that's all of this right here. You know what I mean?
Right.
And like they just been like, since I've been home, I could see the love, I could feel the love. And it's just so wonderful to feel like that. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
It makes me feel like when I'm on stage, sometimes I get goosebumps, and cause like that's the ultimate payoff for you doing music is to be on stage and everybody singing your songs with you. I feel like that's the ultimate payoff. And when I'm with my children and we are just bugging and reminiscing, Dad, remember when, you know what I mean? I'm just like, that is a wonderful thing for me. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Word.
Hey, I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk to you
Word.
fresh out. Like I said, I've been a fan since day one. As
Word.
many of the viewers, they've been DMing me all day, excited that I got you on tonight. Big welcome home to you once again. We
Word.
can't wait to hear the new music. Can you tell us where to keep up with you on social media?
Yeah, I got a new account because I couldn't get into my old account, Young Z 152 Outsider. So the new one is Young Z Bars. You know what I mean? So that's my new account. Feel free to hit me up. Let's chat. If you're a producer, you know what I mean? I'll shoot you my email. Let's work. You know what I mean? I don't really do collabs for free, but you know what I mean? If you're a fresh artist, I'll give you a cheap as hell price. If you ask as hell, I don't even know if I'll do it, period. But if you know what I mean? If
Right.
you are right, I'll charge you like my regular price. But if you fresh as hell, I definitely give you a discount, nigga. Let's take this shit over.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? Shout out to my nigga Lord Juco. You know what I mean? And Runt Dog. I'm about to jump on Runt Dog album. I just wrote the verse for it. And he
Very
about to jump on my album too.
I'd like to shout out everybody that joined us this evening. If you missed the interview, it will be immediately posted to my page and on YouTube soon. This is the journalist Sin-seer. That is the legendary Young Z. This has been History Lesson, episode 97. Thank you so much, Young Z.
Good looking. Shoot me the link for your channel and I'll check the video out again.
Absolutely. Salute, sir.